big comfy. Episode 29. Episode 29. Episode 29. Episode 29. There you go. Episode 29.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
Welcome. Hello. Welcome to the Big Comfy.
I am Matt.
And I'm Bryan. And now we have bodies. We are no longer disembodied.
Just talking heads. Where you now know what we look like.
Yes. We graduated from no video to talking heads.
Exactly.
I imagine explosions are next.
Probably. We need to have like
special effects.
Special effects, which will be like sparklers.
Ooh. Those are practical effects,
right?
Yeah, I was thinking computer like CGI, like spaceships,
like fireballs and stuff. A green screen. We'd be in a green screen. That'd be really cool.
There's a new app I saw some friends using that will let you put special effects into
like pictures,
your videos.
Oh,
well,
videos.
no videos. Yeah,
Whoa.
Like I think they were all like Star Trek related. Now that I think about it, I think they were like phasers and the Enterprise and stuff. Yeah, very cool.
Cool, man. Well, it's been a beautiful week here in LA.
It definitely has, and we wanted to talk about it. We felt like one of the comfiest things I think that you can talk about is the weather.
Right.
Is that not
That's what
true?
most people get to. Like, well, if you don't know what to talk about the weather.
Exactly. It's a great starter, I think. Like,
and it has been great weather here. It's been like in like the 80s lately, and it's been hot. We had a pool day. We had our first pool day.
Yes, we did.
Just hanging out at the pool.
Watching some basketball by the pool. It was.
That's right, San Antonio, Golden State.
Which I'm pumped about the Spurs.
They won,
Heat.
right?
Beat the Heat.
So
beat the Heat. They played their first game today, and they dominated Memphis today.
Oh, really? Yeah. Memphis beat OKC. That's right. Okay.
Yeah, but the only reason OKC lost is Russell Westbrook.
True.
He got injured.
It's amazing how much one component can like throw everything off.
Well,
if it's gone.
That's what happened to San Antonio last year.
They
had
gone?
A lot of injuries. I don't know.
Okay.
But I just remember.
But you remember injuries.
I remember.
You remember injuries.
I remember that I think it happened.
Okay.
They had injuries.
All right. Well, let's get to this weekend.
Indeed.
1, 2, 3, 4. This weekend. This weekend. This weekend.
Relaxation.
Ah. I forgot we had to do that part.
Well, we don't. Wait.
Oh. That was Big Joe Turner. That was my iTunes. Big Joe Turner. I think he's dead. But I'll tweet at him anyway.
That's a morbid part of reality. The empty Twitter profiles of those of those gone by. Should we do a relaxation? No, I think we got it right.
What?
I was gonna say, should we do a relaxation so we could cut it in? But I realize this is video.
Yeah,
and we're live.
It is live.
It's
live in my living room.
Live.
Whoa.
In 2D.
All right, this week in relaxation.
What if you don't cut to me there? This is fun doing video.
I know.
We've never done this before. I'm very not used to it. Are they looking at me from this angle or this angle? I don't know. You're the editor, so you're gonna have the power to make me either look like a
cool guy or like a weird guy.
Yeah, exactly. You'll have that choice, man. Here, I'll do a couple of them. So maybe
okay.
Shing. And so maybe one you can make me look cool, and one you can make me look like an idiot from the side.
All right.
Give me one, Matt. Give me one.
And I did it. I just did it because I edited it.
Whoa. You blew my mind, Matt.
All right, this week in relaxation, what do you got?
All right, this week in relaxation is something I've been, I make up a lot of things to focus on as I go about my day to day. And one of the things I've been focusing on lately is being able to relax almost on cue, like learning how to turn things on and off. Mm-hmm. Job is stressful, but, there comes a certain time, like when it's the weekend, there's nothing you can do till Monday. And so for me, I've been practicing let's just relax this weekend, have fun. And I've been getting good at it.
Yeah.
And it's so nice to be able to jump in and out of that mode. Like, okay, I need to do some work. All right, let's take a break. And feeling the cycle of it. This weekend, we went to the beach and it was just like everything was turned off, and I was living in the moment, flying a kite at the beach for Lisa's birthday, and it was like, you know, to be able to appreciate that wholly, even though there's the stress of the week looming on either side, you know, just to be able to take a moment and push those two things away.
Take a moment and fly a kite. I like that. Yeah, very similar for me. I had the weight of the world during the week, and I, you know, trudge through. And the weekends I have been getting better at relaxing. And this weekend it was nice. Like a friend of mine got married this weekend. His name's Charlie, and we used to be roommates. We would go all the way back to college, and
I knew Charlie a little bit in college.
Yeah,
we worked together.
We did a sitcom, a in-studio multi-camera sitcom.
Yep, that's probably still running in Athens.
Yeah, and I was the main character, and Bryan was one of the two reoccurring characters that just came in as.
I was actually a different character every episode.
Yeah.
I never reoccurred. Like I was a guest star as a different character in every episode.
You were Sheriff Bobby. Yeah. You were the guy in underpants.
Exactly. I was a couple different sheriffs, I think. Like, I think they were. I was like a businessman at one point.
Yes, you were a businessman.
An FBI agent, I think.
And I was Chester.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube. I'll post a link.
Great.
To that.
That's a good project.
So this weekend, spending the weekend, it was an hour away from the city, so we had trees shading us, a beautiful colonial style home, all made of wood, and it made you feel like you were in Williamsburg. And I was like, whoa!
That's amazing.
So it was just a beautiful wedding, and to come back today, we went hiking, saw the derby dolls. First time I've ever seen roller derby. It's like intense and fun.
Are they the Los Angeles Derby Dolls? Or that's their name.
I think so. Yeah.
Are there other teams with different names?
Yeah. Well, the Derby Dolls, I think, is kind of like the
league.
Yeah. And there's teams within the league, and it was crazy. They had little girl teams, literally.
What?
Like a little girl team played at halftime, so it was like
what?
They were like 8 years old to 11 years old,
What?
and they were doing it. But it was cool. It was like,
what's
that's what
the
I would
sport?
want.
I don't know much about it.
All right. So you have a group of girls are like, you know, going in circles. You have one girl who's the designated jammer, and her job is to go around and lap as many people from the other team as possible. And they can block you, they can shove you out, and the more you pass, like let's say you pass the whole pack and you get like 5 points because there's 5 girls, and you can do this, and it stops the round. You get 5 points, or you could keep going.
Oh.
And get more points. So it's really cool.
What's the advantage to stopping right then?
You just cut your losses, or cut. You know, we got 4 points.
What could
happen?
Getting tired.
Yeah.
And then that's the end of your turn of being that, and then the other team.
Yeah, and then you swap out like they have 2 teams that are always swapping out, and so they're always going.
Oh wow.
Yeah, watch it. It's pretty cool.
I want to now.
Yeah.
Like it sounds like Quidditch.
It's one of those like fun made up sports.
Exactly.
You know?
Like it seems like great.
Yeah.
Me and my friends made up a sport called thrust ball. Have you ever played that with us?
No, but I've heard. I know that.
We have an ingenious indoor ball game where you bat the ball around, and it's like gymnastics. It's like a team sport, so there's only one team competing, and you're competing for points. And what you do is you hit it around, and you're going for stylistically different hits. And then in order to count the points, like when you step out and take it, sort of thing, like you have to thrust catch the ball to finish.
Like that?
Yeah, that finishes the round.
Okay.
And so it's like this little dodgeball. It's it's one of the regulation.
Are you hitting it off the walls and stuff?
Off anything. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So
but you got to keep it in the air, and to
Uh-huh.
register the points, you got to catch it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Did you break anything ever?
We had a college room that was pretty bare. I don't think we really broke anything. We just had coffee table, beanbag, couch.
Yeah.
Entertainment center that we would make sure we took stuff off of if we needed to.
Right.
Yeah. We had a blast though.
I remember hanging out there playing a lot of Guitar Hero.
Yep. That was another thing.
Less big
talk,
back in the
less
day.
talk, more rock is the best Guitar Hero song ever.
All right, let's get into our third segment.
Here we go.
It's the third segment, it's the third segment, it's the third part of the show. Is it the first? No. Is it the second? No. It's the third part of the show. It's the third segment. It's the third segment. It's the third part of the show.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That
was
song,
awesome.
I'm pretty proud of that.
I am very proud of both of our songs. Well, literally, when we just sat for like 2 hours back here, and we were like, let's just hash out some songs. And
Yeah.
it was, 2 hours later, we had songs.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
It feels very Wayne's World was one of the comments
Right.
from Lisa.
I feel like we have the coolest toys sometimes. Don't you feel
We
like
have
as
amazing
adults, like these are our toys? My
yeah,
drums.
especially as entertainers.
Yeah.
I think there's a certain carefreeness that we foster.
Uh-huh.
You know, yeah, we play with things probably more than other people.
Right.
You know,
Uh-huh.
we have like we focus on that. Like we make it a part of our day to have some fun, to stretch our imaginations, much more so than most people.
Do you think that's an American value?
No.
Oh, okay.
Do you?
I don't know.
Imagination?
I think it was at one point.
Okay.
I think that was what the American dream, like, a lot of it was fueled by was imagination.
What can you imagine?
Yeah, and people were
Whatever
doing it.
you can imagine,
And,
you
yeah,
can do.
and people were doing it for a long time.
I think I still believe that.
I do too.
I believe nothing's impossible.
Yeah.
Double negative.
Dear Abbey
This
segment.
is the Dear Abbey segment. So Dear Abbey was founded in like 52 or 56
by Abigail something.
by the late. She was pen name Abigail Van Buren,
Uh-huh.
but she was actually Pauline, I believe. Pauline
Okay.
Phillips,
And she had a sister who was a twin sister
who was Ann Landers.
who also had an advice column.
Right.
That's
That
not...
was also started in the 50s. So these two twin sisters had two different pen names, and they both gave advice. And
Wow.
they were very, hugely successful.
Yeah, both of them. That's interesting.
Uh,
So this is our Dear Abby segment. So
Yeah.
this is like our mailbag. We asked for listener comments and questions, and we got 3 good ones for you. And so we're going to start with Shireen. Shireen writes, I have a lot of catching up to do as far as listening, but I still have a question. Why are people from Ohio so awesome?
Let's start with the beginning of her comment. Catching up to do.
Come on.
Shireen, you're not listening to every episode.
Well, now you can watch it, Shireen.
You're not dedicating
If
half
you need
an hour.
visuals, now you have visuals.
Now you got some visuals. But I think the true question is, do we expect people to listen to every episode?
No, definitely.
I think definite no.
No,
for me too.
no.
Yeah.
It's no
Like,
big deal.
It's a tune in and out sort of thing. It's a radio show.
Yeah.
It's there when you need it.
Exactly. It's very comfy. Like,
Yeah. Totally.
there when you need it.
It's there when you need
We're
it.
like a teddy bear whenever it's thundering outside and you just need to hug something.
Hug some
Hug,
big comfy.
hug some big comfy. Hug some big comfy.
All right. So what was Shireen's question?
Why are people from Ohio so awesome? I don't know. I think her pool of people from Ohio is much smaller than ours.
That's true.
So that's awesome for Ohio.
But I do know a lot of awesome Ohioans.
So do I, because we're from Ohio. The weather.
Well,
where
where do you think the
weather.
question comes from, first of all? Why would she even ask this? I think this needs to be addressed first.
I think she's probably like gone through life and like, oh man, that guy's cool. Where are you from? Ohio. Oh, okay, cool. 2 years later, oh, that guy's awesome. Where's he from? Ohio. Huh. And then like she meets us or meets other people and like, what is with Ohio? You know?
So you don't think it's anything to do with the fact that we brag about Ohio a lot, and Rachel is like annoyed by it and told her friend that that we talk about Ohio all the time, and she's not just like trying to incite some sort of Ohio bragging,
She probably
which the
is.
girls love,
Yeah.
because Ohio's like it's honest bragging, because Ohio's the most underrated state in the country.
I think so. You got Cincinnati, Cleveland, Columbus. Come on. All 3 have professional teams in their own rights. Hockey, basketball, baseball, football,
Columbus's
soccer.
teams are not good though.
No, they're not great, but
None of
they
the
at least
Ohio
have
teams
professional
are.
teams.
Yeah, the Crew.
The Crew,
Yeah.
you know? So there's that. And then Athens, where we went to school, I always say is the best kept secret of Ohio. Because
it's amazing.
Not
it's a
everybody's
liberal haven in...
Yeah, hippie college town.
In one of the rural foothills of Appalachia.
Yeah, it's really cool. Look
crazy.
It up, ohiouniversity.com.
Yeah.
I will...
It's probably not .com. It's ohio.edu.
Edu, yeah.
I like that you just... ohiouniversity.com. I'm there all the time.
They have a chat function.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, chat with some cool Ohioans. We also have the world's biggest basket.
Where?
Longaberger. Do you know what that is?
No.
We have handmade basket factories, woven baskets called Longaberger baskets that are like world famous.
Wow.
We also have, I believe, the biggest ball of yarn, but I'm not positive.
Oh, I thought that was in Minnesota.
Is the yarn in Minnesota?
Because that's a Weird Al song.
Oh, really?
The biggest ball of twine.
It is a
Minnesota.
Oh, well, twine might be Minnesota.
We got some looking up to do.
We do.
Got some Wikipediaing to do.
Yeah, so I think that's the reason people from Ohio are so awesome is because of how awesome Ohio is. It's a melting pot.
It is a melting pot.
We get interesting perspectives.
We get all the perspective. We get big city perspective, rural life,
farming.
We have a little bit of everything, and the weather reflects that. We have a little bit of cold winters, hot summers, humidity, great falls, great springs. You know, so I think we're just very even people.
I think the truth of the matter is that good people are good.
That's true.
And some of them happen to be from Ohio. But I think I'll say it's because Ohio's so awesome until the day I die.
Cool. All right, so moving on. Sean has a question. How does Wolverine's healing factor relate to his memory loss? So
Wolverine is Marvel Comics. He's the guy, he can shoot blades out of his fingers, and he has healing.
Adamantium claws.
Oh, right. Right. Someone grafted this, like, super strong metal onto his skeleton. So he's totally covered in, like, unbreakable metal. His bones are. So he can't get broken bones, and he can heal from anything.
Right.
But he also can't remember the surgery or anything leading up.
Right? That's what I think. So I'm kind of like a novice when it comes to this right now. Like, I know the bare bones of Wolverine. I've seen the movies, but, like, from what I paid attention to, that's what I remember.
Right.
So now, if we're talking, so he has memory loss, and I think I can remember him having flashbacks and stuff like that. So, I would say that the brain power it takes to stay alive while having this metal going through your body at all times, I think that he probably, like, just doesn't have enough brain space for it or something. Like, he lives in the now. And
interesting. My thought was that why doesn't his brain heal too? Why doesn't his brain heal? I guess, is that the question? Like,
why? Yeah, why?
How does it relate?
Memory loss is like a deficiency, or it's like a scar on the brain kind of thing.
It would be like neurons getting destroyed or something.
So why
couldn't the paths getting destroyed?
Yeah, why couldn't he fix that?
Yeah, that's my immediate question, and I don't know. I think yours is a better explanation than mine. I don't even know if I have one.
Yeah, but I like yours though. Like that, I need that question answered.
Yeah,
you know.
Well, I think maybe that's what the movie will answer, which comes out in July.
July 26th.
Is it a prequel?
I don't know. Like, I'm okay on Wolverine and X-Men. I used to trade the cards. Do you ever have the cards?
X-Men?
Oh, we had, like, trading card.
I had football, baseball, basketball.
Okay.
Trading cards. Did you have sports cards?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. My dad would buy them and wouldn't let me open them. Because he said, like, that's going to be worth something in 20 years.
He was right.
Maybe. We haven't opened them.
But even the unsealed packs, like, someone else would pay for the chance to open them.
Donruss, Topps.
Yeah.
Fleer.
Fleer, yeah.
I remember those.
I have a Troy Aikman rookie.
Oh.
That's
Do you have it in a plastic?
And it's one of the rare, like, the pack was like $15.
Oh, wow.
And, like, my godmother bought it for me. Like, that's an expensive pack of cards.
Yeah.
And we got one. We got the Troy Aikman rookie, which it was Troy Aikman and Barry Sanders were the two potential. And I got a Troy Aikman.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's in a case. It's mint still, I think.
Is it in like a screw one, like a plaque sort of one?
It might not be that,
Uh-huh.
but it's solid.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't think it's a plaque, but
That's hilarious.
yeah.
All right. Why don't you read that last one?
All right. So Lauren asks, "What are your thoughts on the What are your thoughts on the celebrities using Kickstarter situation? My apologies if you've covered this already."
Okay.
We haven't covered this already.
No, we haven't.
I've talked a little bit on Twitter about it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, what do you know? It's Zach Braff who's kind of been the
Right. And,
spark plug.
Well, what's wrong with them asking for money, you know? Like,
People are like, why are millionaires asking for more money?
right, but
It's that
like,
argument.
I see it as like they're being genuine and wanting to have their art funded. Like, you know, it's for the people, and we were going to pay money for it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather give the money straight to him and his people than give it to big business and expect that it's going to get to him.
Right.
You know, because you're going to buy the ticket anyway. Like, if you wanted to see Garden State, you were going to give the theater money
And
anyway.
this way you can go to a premiere. Like
Yeah.
you can buy a premiere ticket on this, or you can buy a cameo in the movie. Someone
Exactly.
bought a cameo.
Yeah.
Like, there's value in that.
Yeah.
That person is then, like, famous. Like, he basically bought 15 minutes of fame.
Kind of,
And some
yeah.
people are interested in that.
Yeah.
And, like, I think... And so the second... that was the first controversy, and Zach Braff did a lot of interviews, defended it. I think he's played this flawlessly, in my opinion. He's on the side of the moral guy, and... you know, I think so he's doing fine. The second controversy was that now he's gotten distribution funding. So now one of the bigger companies has stepped in and said, "We'll distribute. Here's another $4 million." But that was the plan all along.
Uh-huh.
He had announced it at the beginning. We need to fund this much from my pocket, this much from Kickstarter, and and this much from early sales or whatever. And so they got those early sales now. And so now people are like, and now they're involved anyway. You're still not getting any value. And
Yeah.
I just feel like, I don't know. I think Zach Braff is in the clear. I'd much rather him fund his movie that way and tell the story, because I think he's a good guy.
Yeah.
I want to hear him tell the story as he would without the corporate umbrella pushing all these different ways.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like an unfiltered view into the world of that
well,
stuff.
that's what he said too. He's like, what the fans are buying collectively is an inside look into the process.
Yeah.
You know, the reason he's funded other Kickstarters is because he can look at the process of how to make a light that is bendable.
Yeah.
And, that already exists. But.
Well, it was on the bikes. I remember that story. He said it was lights on bikes.
Right.
And to make you visible at night. And it was this company that was just starting up. And
they took you from patenting it all the way through.
With videos along the way. And so it's a way for the consumer to take part in the art is how I look at it. Like, if I can't be in it, well, here's $10. Good luck making it.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So, well, cool, guys. That wraps up our first video.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. I say that to both cameras, but Matt is going to make me look either smart or stupid. So he'll... Thanks for cutting that. All right, let's name it.
Jumping
Bean.
Jumping Bean.
Boom. Thanks so
All
much,
right.
dude. It's always fun. Send us more questions. We'll answer them any episode. We've got more interviews coming up. Lots of great people.
Stay tuned.
Good night.
Bye.